You can swim across San Francisco's Golden Gate in about an hour if you're an elite swimmer and you like swimming across open waters filled with sharks, seals, tankers, and ferries. If you're an elite swimmer driving in a car across the bridge, it'll take about 7 minutes. Here's the point. If you want to get from point A to point B, any old way will do. But if you want to get from point A to point B fast, take the bridge. A lot of places service debt portfolios, but Resurgent does it better, faster. This is why early in the game, Resurgent adopted goals that provide a foundation for speed. We aim to be profitable, be around for the long term, give employees the opportunity to be successful, be balanced with work and life, and be a good corporate citizen. The pursuit of these goals keeps the company lean, innovative, and always moving forward. In all of our locations, Sioux Falls, Greenville, and Cincinnati, we're on the fast track to point B. Welcome to Resurgent, and buckle up.
Who cares how the rest of the industry does it? The rest of the industry doesn't produce the kind of returns that we're shooting for.
We want to do the right thing, even if the right thing's going to cost a little more money, because it produces a superior result.
One of the things we say all the time around here is that, look, profit is not our reason for existence, but you can't live without it. And that if we're not profitable, we all got to go out and get jobs the next day.
Being profitable allows us to, be a large employer. I mean, I think we're the largest employer in downtown Greenville.
And so we're perpetually pushing ourselves, and it's absolutely an articulated part on all of our badges even that we wear, that we reject the status quo. If you had 15 people who were calling you, asking you for money every day, and 14 of them were giving you a hard time, and one listened to you and tried to help you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you had limited resources, who would you pay? So not only is it the right thing to do, but it's the smart thing to do too.
We think that you can behave properly and behave with good etiquette and behave as a responsible corporate citizen and make money, and there's a niche and there's a specific niche we can fit in and do that.
One of our core reasons for existing at all is to create an environment for talented people to flourish. And the word flourish implies for the longer term.
Our decision to be both profitable and around for the long haul causes us to think hard about the decisions we make.
It's a very, very competitive world out there, extremely so, and it's easy in that context to be a flash in the pan, to be successful for a year or two.
Money that's made quickly can be lost very quickly. We don't want to do anything that we couldn't live with it being published on the front page of the paper.
So I would absolutely say that, short-term profiteering, is frequently the torpedo that goes into the side of many a company.
The previous company I worked for 11 years and they went under because they had poor management.
We're not after the same returns that everyone else gets. That forces us, that creates an absolute imperative for us to always be pushing to come up with the new idea, the new innovation, the new way to do things, to do it better, cheaper, faster, all of those things, so that we can be around for the long term.
We are very careful about the people that we bring into the organization. If you're become a part of this team, that means something. That was an accomplishment.
We emphasize a couple of key things. Some sound trite, but they're very important to us. The first one of those is integrity. We do everything with energy and excitement and to the absolute best of our ability.
Resurgent is different than the average company, and there's not a lot of bureaucracy, there's not a lot of red tape, and people have to be extremely productive in what they do. They can't worry about who gets the credit, they can't worry about all the accolades. They have to come in and want to be part of a team and work towards a solution.
It's constantly changing, and we always look to promote from within.
I feel like Resurgent is actually a good room to grow, just because that's one of the main reasons why I came, because I feel like it's a lot of opportunity for you to advance or to grow and to move up in the company.
Last year, our organization filled over 40% of our open positions with people from within our organization. What that speaks to is the fact that if somebody demonstrates their contribution, is able to come in, to do their job efficiently, effectively, there's room for growth.
I started with a company as a collector, And within 6 months, I had moved into a supervisor position.
And in 10 years of business, we've never had a layoff here, and I know that's something that we want to continue to be able to say going forward.
We deliver on what we say. We talk about being a flat organization. We talk about being non-bureaucratic. We talk about every voice mattering. And when people come to work here, they see that's true, and they stay, they like it.
We find that that a balanced approach to work and home, or work and family, or work and whatever you're doing when you're not at work is very important.
Having that balance family and work life is critical, in my opinion, and that's one of the reasons why I came here.
The workaholic, who's burning the candle at both ends, is going to burn very brightly for a short period of time, and then that candle burns out.
They have excellent hours. They actually work with you. We have tons of events that they include our families with, which is awesome.
We want to avoid burnout. We want to avoid situations where employees are disengaged because they're just tired and wore out and feel like they've been used like a cog, or a gear in the wheel.
They'll work with you to give a day off if you have to take your child to the doctor or go somewhere, to a play, and it's just wonderful. They always include your family in everything, and the values that they have are very family-oriented too.
They offer a very flex schedule, and allowing you not only to meet what you need to do here to help the company succeed, but also to maintain a balanced work and family life.
We know that if you go away from work and take some time off the job, that you'll come back a better employee. It helps you and it helps me. It's definitely enlightened self-interest kind of thing. I get a better employee and a better work product out of it, and you get to let your blood pressure go down for a little while.
It's been important from us from day one to integrate with and be a part of the communities in which we operate.
Whether you work at Resurgent or not, we want to make Greenville a better place to live.
We share in our profitability in a way that most organizations don't.
Resurgent employees tend to give very heavily with funds as well as their time.
What we really are after is the giving back, is making a difference.
The Bikes for Kids program, the Habitat program, Safe Harbor, Women's Shelter. We do things with the homeless shelter as well. Those are part of our commitment to be a good corporate citizen.
But the one I think I'm the most proud of is we do this thing called Bikes for Kids.
It was the brainchild of one of our senior leaders, and what he observed was holiday season, we would get boxes and boxes of cookies and peanuts and so on, thousands of dollars worth. And we work with many, many vendors, hundreds of vendors around the country that sent us all these gifts. So his idea was, hey, let's call these guys up and say, thank you for your interest, but let's take the cash and we'll buy bikes and give them to underprivileged children.
We rented out a facility here nearby, purchased some bikes from Huffy, and basically built 1,000 bikes.
And he actually turned it into a process improvement illustration and set up 2 assembly lines and created competition between the groups doing the work, and they had a blast doing it. So hopefully this holiday season we'll be able to give away even more. But in addition to that, we've done lots of things. We do Habitat for Humanity every other year, build an entire house and outfit it, and all the labor is contributed by our folks. And frankly, there's more than I can even name. We've got a very charity-minded group of people here, and we tried to do as much as we can with the resources that we have.
Resurgent is committed to be profitable, to be around for the long term, to give employees the opportunity to be successful, to be balanced with work and life, and to be a good corporate citizen. These foundations provide a platform for performance and link us to the future. With your help, we'll remain a leader in debt servicing, an innovator in debt solutions, and a bridge to financial freedom. Welcome to Resurgent.